Against the backdrop of a raging COVID epidemic and a quite visceral Black Lives Matter movement, Abroad While Black was born. Our goal was to highlight Black perspectives from all over the world. It was our way of proving there are other ways to live, other places to be successful, and different cultures that embrace our Blackness. In 2020, the Abroad While Black team created dozens of responsive hot takes and thoughtful interviews covering topics ranging from current events, business opportunities, dating, and life-changing moments. In 2021, our co-hosts Cordy and Sean aim to share more success stories, more productive introspection, and most importantly, how to relocate to a place that truly values what you offer the world. Abroad While Black is more than a show. This is a social experiment hell-bent on discovering new ways to secure the bag and live our best lives. Join the Abroad While Black squad. Man, so one of the lessons that I learned are the first lesson I learned is a fool and his money are soon parted. Yeah, so I went into Ghana with ignorance. Like I just went in there with all unbridled American ignorance. I was assuming that everything I knew was the right thing. Everything I did was the right way. I came in there fully expecting that I was going to teach them about life and save them with my Western knowledge and ways of doing things. And what I found is just that just because they do things differently doesn't mean they're doing things wrong. I guess as they say down south, there's more than one way to skin a cat or something like, I don't know who skin a cat. There's so many different ways to do different things where you kind of have to take a different look. You have to look at the culture. You have to look at how people operate. You have to look at like what's important to people. And starts to make things make sense. You start seeing how the pieces fit together. One of the main things I learned is that the African community, while the West is pushing to get the African continent to adopt their ways, the world at that point, but they're still more so focused on community. I would say being in Ghana felt like being in church on Sunday. Like that's how you conduct yourself. That's how you should deal with people and different things like that. And if you want to do things that don't fit within that context, you should do it in a corner by yourself, or with share that, and they will keep it to themselves. What you do has meaning. How you represent your family, how you represent your employer, how you represent all of these things are very, very important to the fabric of the society. Again, in a place where what I learned, like in America, in a place where you have all of these different safety nets and social systems and different things like that, you're allowed to be mediocre, allowed to kind of coast and do certain things in certain spaces, but you're also allowed to be that individual. When you come back to the African continent, you realize without those social safety nets, you need to be great or you need to depend on your community, period, point blank.
Absolutely.
And even if you're great, your greatness still is a reflection of your community. So be careful how you're great.
Yes. Oh, man.
So I was running out here just trying to tell everybody whatever, and they would listen and they would say, yeah, you should do this and you should do this or whatever. And I felt like I knew things. I could read people, all these different things like, oh, they're so nice. This is just like I'm here and that and the third. And yeah, I flew through my money. I made
they gave you the aha.
Yeah. So now people are like, well, you have to realize people are like thinking like when I first went there, I was like, oh, the people are going to be begging me for stuff. And it was, I got there and I was like, oh, I see real money here. That's another thing. There's so many lessons, but I went there thinking that, again, I was going to be some type of messiah somehow. Not in those terms, but now from the outside looking in, that's the mindset I had. I came there, after they took me down to homelessness, like every
yes. This is part of the story. This is all part of the story because the comeback is awesome. So we can talk about it.
Yeah, they took me all the way down to homelessness. And again, it was just like, just imagine Americans, if you go to New York City with a bunch of money in your pocket saying, I can do this, I can do that, they're going to hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, don't do that. It wasn't like because they were African, it was because I was stupid.
Yes.